We begin tonight with a spray of gunfire caught on camera. Watch closely and you'll see dozens of flashes at the far end of this alley here. The barrage of bullets waking residents up early this morning. And it is not the first time they've been through this. Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Jim Hadley.
I'm Sean Yancey. In fact, this is the second time this month that residents of this D.C. neighborhood have had to jump out of bed and duck for cover. News 4's Jackie Benson explains how this time detectives caught their suspect quickly.
There's a brief glimpse of a car turning the corner. Then a man wearing white socks but only one shoe bursts out of the home side gate, runs to the corner and starts shooting. You can see muzzle flashes as he fires down Independence Avenue southeast at the car. Another camera captured the sounds of the shooting.
And I've lived here, in this house over here, since 2003, just over 20 years. The first 15 years, not one shooting, not one. And in the last 5 years, I'm counting at least 10 shootings.
Advisory Neighborhood Commissioner Chandra J. Raman is referring to incidents like this morning's shooting at 17th and Independence and another April 3rd at 15th and Independence Southeast.
Another friend of mine, another neighbor, they moved back here because they love DC, and he ducked. And while bullets were flying over his head.
Residents we spoke with, including former ANC Commissioner Denise Krebs, say they have noticed an additional D.C. police presence in recent weeks.
The police were around the corner. These guys don't care. They don't care that there's a police officer a block away.
Independence Avenue was a crime scene for hours as the shooting was investigated and a warrant served on the home. Officials say the D.C. Police Department's real-time crime center was able to quickly access images that led to an arrest.
D.C. police tell us they arrested an 18-year-old and recovered a gun. In Southeast Washington, Jackie Benson, News 4.
What's good with y'all, Mo? Welcome back to Paperwork TV. Today I got a few stories for you, some old, some new. First off, we are going to look at the war that has been going on around 17th-N-Compton. Who are they beefing with, and how is it this serious? Also, we have the shooting at the LA Fitness out Glenarden that involved Glizzy Gang, producer and affiliate it's Nell. Lastly, we will take a ride out RVA, Richmond, Virginia, and see why the feds have been looking for rapper 23 Brazy since last fall. Before we do that, please go and smash that like and subscribe button for me, Mo. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. On a quiet Monday night in the Hill East neighborhood, not too far from the Capitol, them blacks got to hitting around 2 a.m. when a barrage of bullets echoed through the streets near the RFK Stadium and the DC Armory. A man, wearing white socks but only one shoe, was captured on camera, hitting at a op down Independence Avenue Southeast. Over a dozen shots were let off into the night, leaving the gentrifiers around Capitol Hill ducking for cover in their own homes. The DC Real-Time Crime Center was quick on the job, accessing images that led to an arrest. A gun was also recovered from the scene. Independence Avenue became a crime scene as police investigated the shooting and served a warrant on the home the suspect fled from. This was not the first, nor the last shooting in the neighborhood as of lately. The area has seen an uptick in shootings over the past year. Chandra J. Raman, an advisory neighborhood commissioner who has lived in the area for over 20 years, noted this alarming trend. The first 15 years, not one shooting. Not one. In the last 5 years, I'm counting at least 10 shootings. These youngins are getting brave too. Shootings are happening even when the feds are just a block away. This was evident in another incident that took place in broad daylight on Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast just a few days ago.
We are tracking a developing story in a busy neighborhood on Capitol Hill. D.C. police looking for the person who shot and killed a man this afternoon. It happened at 13th and Pennsylvania Avenue in Southeast near the Potomac Avenue Metro Station. News 4's Jackie Benson has new reaction from a resident concerned about crime in that area. Jackie?
Witnesses tell us this happened right in front of Mangialardo's restaurant, one of the oldest sandwich shops in D.C. In the middle,
the shooting actually was across from Angeletto's in the middle of the grassy median here in the 1300 block of Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast. We have some video to show you what it looked like. And this happened right at the time where this area would have been incredibly busy with people getting their lunch. A lot of people coming to the convenience store here on the corner. There is a daycare center right across the street. All of this has led to frustration for residents of this block who say there have been a lot of problems surrounding the bus stop that's just behind me. People gathering there, violence, trouble. And we talked to a man who lives just right down the street here. Here's what he had to say.
Culmination of a year's worth of problems that everyone in my building, in our neighborhood, has been talking about. And we've been sharing our concerns with MPD, with WMATA Transit Police, because a lot of the problems occur right here at this bus stop. We've also been in contact repeatedly with Charles Allen, trying to get this issue to rise to the occasion of someone taking charge of the problem.
And I want to let you know we are actually headed, after we're done here, to talk to Council Member Charles Allen about the shooting and the very issues that this resident is talking about following a homicide, a murder here in the median, 1300 block of Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast, blocks from the Capitol at lunchtime today. Live in Southeast, Jackie Benson, News 4. Back to you.
Now, Jackie, you can hear the frustration and the exasperation in this voice. Thanks so much for that update. Appreciate it.
A man was shot and pronounced dead at the scene after being chased and shot at nearly point-blank range, all around 12 in the afternoon. The suspect, a black male around 6 feet tall, was last seen heading eastbound in the 1200 block of G Street SE. How did this beef get so out of hand that they are out here hitting at each other in the middle of the afternoon? Will the gentrifiers on Capitol Hill move? It seems like the uptick in police presence hasn't slowed these shootings down at all, bruh.
It's Nell, mostly known for his work with Shy, Glizzy, and Pressa. In Glenarden, Maryland, not too far from Landover, out Prince George's County, a normal evening at the LA Fitness turned into a scene of terror and confusion.
Morning, chaos breaking out at a local shopping area.
Prince George's County police say a fight at a fitness center erupted into gunfire. And Fox 5's Melanie Olick is live in Glenarden this morning with more. Melanie.
Hey, good morning, guys. So we're here at the Woodmore Town Center, and you can see behind me people showing up for their morning workouts here at the LA Fitness, not realizing what we learned, that they're going to stay closed today because of what happened here last night. A gym full of people when gunfire rang out. Police say it began with an argument on the basketball court. Let's take you to video from the scene last night. It was just before 8:30 p.m. Police say after the fight broke out between two men in the basketball court area, one pulled out a gun and shot the other, then fled in a white vehicle. The victim, a man said to be about 40 years old, was shot 6 to 7 times. The first officers inside used their tourniquets to help the man until the scene was clear and it was safe for ambulance crews to go in. Talking to patrons this morning, they say they're really sad about what feels like a violation of a safe space.
I don't even know if I should come back at this point when they do open, because I feel like they really need to, investigate if there's anyone else in there with weapons in their locker or something. I had no idea. And I bring my kid here. There's a whole kids room. So, that's this world for you.
A little bit unnerving, because even though it's basketball, we all have to go to work or to school the next day and stuff like that. So I would never imagine anything like that happening.
Now, there were about 200 people inside and outside the gym after all of this happened, frantically trying to get to safety. Officers needed to clear a path for emergency crews. The man was taken to a local trauma center. At last word, he was in critical condition. We don't have a good description of the suspect for you. Hopefully, because it sounded like something in the basketball area, you would think that people would know who they're playing with. So it's possible they've got good leads for witnesses. We just don't have a suspect description to give you. Prince George's County Police say
say anyone who has information, please give them a call.
On a Thursday evening around 8:30, the sound of a basketball game was quickly replaced with the sounds of gunfire. Nelson Ballard III, a 24-year-old man also known throughout the music world as It's Nell, is now facing a slew of charges, including attempted murder in relation to this incident. As the story goes, it appears that a simple disagreement on the basketball court escalated into a violent confrontation with life-altering consequences. It's Nell and a 43-year-old man got into a heated argument over a call made during a basketball game. Despite attempts from others that were around in the gym, including a woman who tried to defuse the situation, I guess the old head thought that Nell was bluffing, so he stuck around still talking that shit. It's Nell stepped off from the court, went and got his bag, and yelled out, "I got something for you." It's Nell is alleged to have pulled out the dog and opened fire, turning the gym into a scene of panic and fear. Surveillance footage captured the horrifying incident, and the gym was quickly filled with the sound of scrambling feet as people ran for safety. In the aftermath, police recovered 4 shell casings and a single bullet. The 43-year-old man, whose identity remains undisclosed, was found by police suffering from gunshot wounds. As of now, he is in critical but stable condition, fighting for his life in a hospital reliant on a machine to breathe. The question of It's Nell's residence remains a blur. Announced by the police as a Landover resident, court documents revealed 2 different addresses in D.C. As this investigation continues, police are urging anyone with relevant information to come forward and contact their gun crimes unit. Do y'all think that man, It's Nell, is cooked? Was it serious enough to have to shoot a 43-year-old man in the middle of the LA Fitness? Let us know what y'all think down in the comments.
What's up, it's your girl 23 Brazy, the female voice, the hottest female in the city. Shout out to My Block Live, and we on 1400 with it. Long live 3, gang. Hey. I'm trying to really walk down with a stick for real. Nigga play the heat late. I'm trying to pull her hair when we fucking and started on liking it. She gotta go. If we get a drop in the house, we painting shit. It ain't nowhere to go. Hey, fuck you and your dead brother. Stay high on rock, you know we smoking on bro for sure. They like why I made I step up to my show with slide for mine. So you know how it go. And BIP dizzle, we lit up for sure. We ain't screaming out flying, we throwing up foes. We kidnap your mama and beat on your hoe. If you beef for the robber, pop up at his show. The only thing we spraying is kids for sure.
A few moments later.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. We begin here at 6 with an all-out search for that suspect in the double shooting that turned deadly for a child.
U.S. Marshals are also now looking for Tashonda Drayton, who police say has been on the run from this crime. Drayton is reportedly known across the area because she's a rapper. But now authorities also say she's a fugitive from justice after last week's shooting on Artist Street. 10-year-old LAMAR Holden was killed. 10 on your side's Michelle Wolf has new information and the 911 calls from the moment after that shooting. Michelle?
Len and Amy, U.S. Marshals tell us Drayton goes by the name 23 Brazy, has ties all over Hampton Roads, and is considered armed and dangerous. As of today, a $5,000 reward is being offered for information that leads to her arrest.
In a series of photos provided by the U.S. Marshal's Office, Drayton has a number of distinctive tattoos. Only Loyalty tattooed above her left eyebrow, and 23 Brazy in red on her forehead. The 24-year-old is facing 9 charges, including the first-degree murder of 10-year-old LAMAR Holden.
I don't know who getting gunshots over there. Somebody done shot police on the end of Artist Street.
1 week ago, Drayton got into an altercation outside a home on Artist Street in Franklin, then began firing a gun at the house, where 5 young children were. 1 bullet went through Holden's head, killing him instantly. Nearby neighbors told dispatchers they heard a barrage of gunshots.
A whole bunch of shots fired. How many? I don't know, a whole bunch. I was asleep.
How many shots did you hear?
I don't know, about 6, 7, 8.
6, 7 shots?
Yeah, I was asleep.
That's
loud.
Callers then told dispatch they saw a body from the window and they were afraid to leave the house. Drayton is still at large.
If you have information on where Drayton may be, call police. Michelle Wolf, 10 on your side.
Now let's take a ride out RVA. I would say go grab a free car, but VA feds are too vicious. Put y'all's seatbelt on, buckle in safely, and let's take this trip. Could a rising star in the rap scene have a darker side that led her down the path of becoming a wanted fugitive? That is the question surrounding Virginia rapper 23 Brazy, real name Tashonda Nicole Drayton, who is currently on the run after U.S. Marshals issued a warrant for her arrest. The story unfolds on a day in mid-August. The U.S. Marshals released a statement on Tuesday, August 15th, revealing that Brazy is wanted for the murder of 10-year-old LAMAR HOLDEN. The tragic event took place in the Franklin district of Norfolk, Virginia, just 5 days earlier. The Marshals warned that Brazy has ties all over the Hampton Roads area and should be considered armed and dangerous. But the charges against 23 Brazy don't stop there. She also has outstanding warrants for a laundry list of crimes including first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, aggravated malicious wounding, shooting into an occupied dwelling, use of a firearm in commission of a felony, threat to burn or damage a building, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and discharge of a firearm in a public place. Rewind to August 10th, 23. Brazy allegedly shot the 10-year-old boy and his adult male relative during an argument at the boy's home. According to a police spokesperson, Brazy came to the residence with a group of people and an altercation ensued. 23 Brazy allegedly produced a firearm and began shooting, striking both victims. The motive behind this tragic incident remains unclear. The City of Franklin's Chief Steve Patterson took to social media to express his sorrow. This is a very sad day for the City of Franklin, he wrote. Any loss of life is unwarranted, but for a 10-year-old to be the victim of violent crime is unacceptable. And we as a community must come together and end this senselessness. This isn't Drayton's first run-in with the law. Back in March, she was arrested on weapons, assault, and stabbing charges. The reasons for her release remain a mystery. As the manhunt for Drayton continues, a $5,000 reward has been offered to anyone whose tip leads to her capture. Those with any information are urged to contact the Franklin Southampton Crime Solvers. Well, that's all we have time for today. Please hit that subscribe button for me, y'all. We are on the road to 2K subscribers. Thank you for watching Paperwork TV. Please don't forget to comment what y'all want us to cover next. Be safe out there, and most important of all, stay dangerous, Mo.